We ran. We ran like our degrees were on fire behind us. Outside, the forest that had been quiet suddenly came alive with snapping branches and rushing wind, as if the trees themselves were cheering for the hunt. Behind us, something moved, fast, heavy, wrong. I didn't look back at first, because the first rule of fear is, you don't confirm what's chasing you if your legs still work. But then I heard it, a sound like a wet breath mixed with a growl. And another sound, closer, like nails dragging over stone. We burst into a narrow path. Ada screamed, "Stay together." But panic is a knife. It cuts groups into pieces. Z stumbled. Sei grabbed her arm and yanked her up. Boma kept repeating, "This isn't possible, this isn't possible." Tommy cried, "Why did we open it? Why did we?" Kunnel shouted, "Don't stop, don't stop." Then the forest did what it does in folktales. It turned. The path we came from didn't look the same. Trees leaned differently. The light changed angles. The clearing was gone like it never existed. We had entered a place where maps went blind. And the creature, whatever it was, moved with confidence. Like it knew the forest's name. Like it was coming home. One by one, screams tore through the trees. Not gory. Not descriptive. Just human voices breaking under a truth they couldn't survive. Someone fell. Someone was dragged. Someone vanished behind leaves. Each time, the forest swallowed the sound too quickly, like it didn't want outsiders to hear. I remember Mira shouting my name once, "Deo," and then her voice cut off like a wire snap. I remember Ada trying to count heads, Kunnel, Z, Tommy, until counting became meaningless. I remember Sei's laughter turning into pleading, and I remember Kunnel's voice, still trying to lead, until even leadership couldn't bargain with hunger. Fe, the one with the cut, kept limping, apologizing, whispering, "I didn't know. I didn't know." But the creature knew. It followed the blood like it was reading a road sign. The forest blurred. My lungs burned. My camera slapped against my chest like a heartbeat. And then, at some point, I realized there were fewer voices, fewer footsteps, less breathing around me, until it was just me and the sound behind me. I ran until I saw light, real daylight, breaking through trees ahead. I burst out of the forest like a man being reborn. I fell into the red earth and rolled, gasping, bleeding from scratches I didn't remember earning. I looked back. The forest line stood still. No creature followed into the open. No dramatic final leap. Just trees. Just silence. As if the forest had swallowed 8 lives and was satisfied. I lay there, shaking, while villagers approached slowly. Chief Odiu came first. He looked down at me the way you look at a child who touched fire after being warned. "How many?" he asked. I couldn't speak. He already knew. He sighed and turned his face away, like grief was an old coat he was tired of wearing. "You opened it," he said softly. I nodded, crying without dignity. Chief Odiu kneels beside Deo and presses something cold into his palm. A broken wooden charm. "You ran," the chief says quietly. "That is why you are breathing." Deo is carried back to the village, drifting in and out of consciousness. That night, fever takes him. And in the fever, the truth comes. Deo dreams he is back in the forest. But this time it is silent. No running. No screaming. No beast. He sees his friend standing still, frozen, eyes wide, unable to move. And then he understands something terrifying. The beast didn't hunt randomly. It followed fear. Those who panicked, fell first. Those who argued, slowed the others down. Those who refused to listen, never saw it coming. And Deo? He didn't survive because he was lucky. He survived because he ran early. Deo wakes up screaming. Chief Odiu is there. "You remember now," the chief says. Deo whispers broken. "It wasn't protecting the forest, was it?" Chief Odiu shakes his head. "No, it was testing you. The beast is not evil. It is judgment. A living reminder left behind generations ago to punish arrogance, greed, and disrespect for warnings. Not spirits. Not curses. Consequences." Days later, rescue teams search the forest. They find no bodies. No blood. No signs of a struggle. Only cameras neatly placed on the ground. Notebooks stacked together. One sentence carved into the tomb wall, freshly etched. "You were warned." Deo realizes the worst truth of all. The forest didn't need to chase him anymore. It already marked him. Curiosity without respect becomes arrogance. Warnings are not myths, they are experience speaking. And sometimes, survival is not victory. It is a burden you carry forever. If this story unsettled you, don't look away. Remember the warning. And when curiosity calls, listen before you step forward. Subscribe for more stories where choices matter and consequences never forget.